Hello students, welcome to Siddhapur Mathematics Academy. So in the last class I started with the definite integral. Already I explained the simple steps how to solve the definite integrals. See in the today's class I am giving you two theorems, only statements you have to remember. See the first theorem in the definite integral is, let f be a continuous function on the closed interval a comma b and let ax be the area function a dash of x is equal to f of x for all x belongs to a comma b. This I will explain in the when I am explaining the area between the curves. And second theorem, second fundamental, already we are familiar. See, let f be a continuous function defined on the closed interval a comma b and capital F be an antiderivative of this f, then this is nothing but it is a method of the steps of solving a definite integral. So already we are familiar. Now I am moving to the questions from NCERT textbook. I am moving you the questions in definite integral from NCERT. See, the question is common question for all. First one, integration from 2 to 3 x square into dx. Integration of x square is x cube upon 3 from 2 to 3. We are not writing integral constant. 1 by 3 constant. It is 3 cube minus 2 cube. 3 cube is 27. It is 8. So it is 19 by 3. I think already we solved in the last class. Second example, integration from 4 to 9 root x upon 30 minus x raised to 3 by 2 whole x raised to 3 by 2 square into dx. See, leave that limits, upper limit and lower limit. If it is a normal integration, how we will solve? 30 minus x raised to 3 by 2 as a t. When with integration sign, when you substitute, see what is differentiation of 30? It is a 0. And next one is minus 3 by 2 x raised to 3 by 2 minus 1 into dx is equal to dt. Minus 3 by 2 as it is x raised to 3 by 2 minus 1 is 1 by 2 into dx is dt. What we required? We required root x into dx. That means only this part we required. Root x into dx is equal to minus, it is a minus 3 by 2 with the multiplication. Taking on that side, the minus sign also goes and it changes to reverse. It is minus 2 by 3 dt. And whenever you are doing a method of applying a method of substitution in definite integral, you have to change the limit. So in the whatever the starting substitution equation, in that substituted equations you have to write these values. If x is equal to 4 in this, then t is equal to 30 minus 4 raised to 3 by 2. 30 minus 4 is 2 square raised to 3 by 2. 2 and 2 get cancels. 30 minus 2 cube is 8. 30 minus 8 is 22. In place of lower limit 4, we have to write 22. And if x is equal to upper limit is 9, then t is equal to 30 minus 9 raised to 3 by 2. 9 is written as 3 square raised to 3 by 2. 2 get cancelled. 3 cube. What is 3 cube? 3 cube is 27. 30 minus 27 is 3. See, in place of 4 we have to write 22. In place of 9 we have to write 3. It is 22 to 3 1 upon t square into minus 2 by 3 dt. Minus outside, 2 by 3 also outside. What is integration of 1 by x square? Yes, 1 by x square is minus 1 by x. It is minus 1 by t, 22 to 3. Minus into minus becomes plus 2 by 3. Now, no need to convert this in terms of x, because when you did the substitution, we interchanged the limits also. It is 1 by 3 upon 1 minus 1 by 22. First upper limit, then minus lower limit. So, 2 by 3 as it is. What is the LCM? 3 and 22. 66 is the LCM. This is 22 minus 3. It is 2 by 3, 19 upon 66. And final answer is 19 upon 99. Moving to the next question. Integration from 1 to 2, third one. Third one, integration from 1 to 2, x upon x plus 1 into x plus 2. See, without limit, if only integration is given, how you are solving? We are solving by partial fraction. Now write down without limits here, x upon x plus 1 into x plus 2 is a proper fraction. Next, by partial fraction, because here x power is 1, in denominator it is 2. It is x upon x plus 1 into x plus 2 is equal to a upon x plus 1 plus b upon x plus 2. Keep the left side as it is, taking the LCM on right side. X plus 1 into x plus 2. It is a into x plus 2 plus b into x plus 1. X is equal to a into x plus 2 plus b into x plus 1. See, already you are familiar with partial fraction. And we are selecting the term from right side. Put x plus 2 is equal to 0, that is x is equal to minus 2. This is minus 2, left side is minus 2, right side a is 0 plus b into minus 2 plus 1, that is minus 2 is equal to minus b, implies b is equal to 2. Next bracket, put x plus 1 is equal to 0. Implies x is equal to minus 1. Minus 1 a into 1 minus 1 plus 2 and b is 0. Minus 1 is equal to a, that is a is equal to minus 1. Therefore, x upon x plus 1 into x plus 2 is minus 1 upon x plus 1 plus 2 upon x plus 2. Now write down the integration on both the sides with the limits. So, it is 1 by 2 minus 1 upon x plus 1 into dx. For both, write down the integration separately. Plus 1 to 2, 2 upon x plus 2 into dx. Normal integration. Keep minus as it is log of x plus 1, limits are 1 to 2, plus 2 as it is, log of x plus 2, the limits are 1 to 2. Minus I kept as it is, first I substituted the upper limit, 2 plus 1 3, log 3 minus log 2, plus 2 outside, log 4 minus log 3. And don't stop it here, because already you are familiar with the properties of log, and we can simplify further also. Take minus inside, minus log 3 plus log 2 plus 2 log 4 minus 2 log 3. Minus log 3 minus 2 log 3 is minus 3 log 3, and it is log 2 plus log 4 raised to 2, this property. Log m raised to n is n into log m. And here we have a minus. So this I am writing, I kept minus as it is. Log 3 raised to 3 I wrote. And these two we can write as a 2 into 4 square. Which formula? Log m plus log n is log mn. And if it is a minus, we can write like this. Log 2 into 4 square upon 3 cube. Minus is there. 4 square is 16. 16 to the 32. Log 32 divided by 27. Moving to the next question, that is integration from 0 to 4th one. Integration from 0 to pi by 4 sin cube 2x into cos 2x into dt. See what you are observing, you know that differentiation of sin gives you cos, cos gives you sin, but cos will not give you sin cube. Understood? That's why I am writing sin 2t, whichever power has a other than 1, that I am taking as a substitution. Put sin 2t is equal to y. Differentiation of sin is cos. Cos 2t into differentiation of 2 angle. 2 into dt is equal to dy. What we required? We required cos 2t into dt. Cos 2t into dt is dy upon 2. And one more thing, we have to change the limit. If t is 0, then y is equal to sin 0. Sin 0 is 0. If t pi by 4, then y is 2 into pi sin 2 into pi by 4, that is sin 90. Sin 90 is 1. See, the limits are 0 to 1. It is t cube into dt by 2. 1 by 2 constant, t raised to 4 by 4 from 0 to 1. It is 1 by 8. 1 raised to 4 minus 0 raised to 4. It is 1 by 8. So this is the answer. Now I am moving to the exercise, NCERT exercise 7.9. Exercise 7.9. Because some exercises are deleted, already we marked that. Same, evaluate the definite integral following. First question, integration from minus 1 to 1 x plus 1 into dx. Yes, integrate separately. It is x square by 2 minus 1 to 1 plus integration of 1 is x minus 1 to plus 1. 1 by 2. First upper limit, middle minus, then lower limit. It is 1 middle minus lower limit. 1 square is 1 minus 1 square is 1, middle minus. It is plus 1 minus into minus become plus. This value becomes 0. 0 plus 2, that is 2. Second one I am giving you as a homework, and don't worry, I will explain that in the next class. 2 to 3 1 by x into dx. This is the homework question. Question number 3, integration from 1 to 2 4x cube minus 5x square plus 6x plus 9 into dx. Yes, if middle plus or minus is there, separate, integrate them separately, and calculation will also separate like this. Then you will not do any mistakes. Integration of 4 constant x cube is x raised to 4 by 4. It is 1 to 2. minus 5 x cube upon 3 1 to 2 plus 6 x square upon 2 1 to 2 plus 9x 1 to 2. 4 get cancels. Here this term get cancels. Now substitute the values. 2 raised to 4 minus 1 raised to 4 minus 5 by 3. 2 cube minus 1 cube is 1 plus 3. 2 square minus 1 plus 9. 2 minus 1. 2 raised to 4 is 16. 16 minus 1 15. Minus 5 by 3. 2 cube is 8. 8 minus 1 7. 2 square is 4. 4 minus 1 3. And this is 9. 15 minus 35 by 3 plus 9 plus 9. 9 plus 9 18. 18 plus 15 that is 33. 33 minus 35 upon 3 LCM is 3. 99 minus 35 upon 3 that is 4. 64 upon 3. This is the answer. Which answer? Third one. Now fourth I am giving you as a homework. Integration from 0 to pi by 4 sin 2x into dx. Fifth one I will solve here only. Integration from 0 to pi by 2 sin 2x. What is integration of sin 2x? Is minus cos 2x divided by 2 from 0 to pi by 2. I took minus 1 by 2 outside. Cos 2 into pi by 2 minus lower limit 0. 2 into 0 is 0. 2 and 2 get cancels. Cos 180 is minus 1. Cos of odd number into pi is minus 1. Cos 0 is what? Cos 0 is 1. This is minus 2. Answer is 1. Next, question number 6. Integration from 4 to 5 e raised to x into dx. This is also homework question. Next, question number 7. Question number 7. Integration from 0 to pi by 4 tan x. Yes, have you remembered the integration of tan x? It is log of secant x. So 0 to pi by 4. Now write down the values. Log of sec pi by 4 minus log of sec 0. Sec 45 is root 2. It is log of root 2 minus sec 0 is 1. Log 1. But log 1 value is 0. So it is log root 2. If you want, you can stop it here only. Suppose the same question comes in the CET, they can ask the answer like this. It is log root 2 is 2 raised to half, or you can write 1 by 2 into log 2. For CET, if the option is different, you can write like this. Next, 8th one. Integration from pi by 6 to pi by 4 cosecant x. Again, this is a homework. Next, question number 9. Integration from 0 to 1 dx upon root of 1 minus x square. Already we are familiar with integration of this. This is sin inverse x from 0 to 1. That is sin inverse 1 minus sin inverse 0. Sin inverse 1 already we are familiar, that is pi by 2, and sin inverse 0 is 0. So the answer is pi by 2. Next, moving to the next question, that is question number 10. 0 to 1 dx upon 1 plus x square. This is a homework question. Question number 11. 2 to 3 dx upon x square minus 1. Yes, have you remembered the formula 1 upon x square minus a square? 1 upon x square minus a square is 1 by 2a. A is 1. Log of x minus 1 upon x plus 1. Here it is 2 to 3. I think you remembered the formula, 6 formula we derived. It is 1 by 2. First write on the upper limit. Log of, x minus 1 upon x plus 1. Log of 3 minus 1 upon 3 plus 1. Here complete upper limit minus. Log of 2 minus 1 upon 2 plus 1. It is 1 by 2 log 2 by 4 minus log 1 by 3. It is 2 ones are 2 twos are, and in middle minus is there. And if middle minus is there, the properties of log is log m minus log n is log m upon n. So this is 1 by 2 in the bracket log of 1 by 2 upon 1 by 3, applying this property. In the numerator also fraction, in the denominator also fraction, it is 3 by 2, log of 3 by 2. Moving to the next question. That is the 12th one. Twelfth question, integration from 0 to pi by 2 cos square x into dx. Again this sum is a homework. Till 14 I will solve and then I will continuing in the next class. 13th one, 2 to 3 x upon x square plus 1 into dx. See, it is very nearer to the formula f dash of x upon f of x. I am not going for method of substitution. It is very nearer but not exactly same. It is log of f of x. That means 2 is missing. I am multiplying and dividing by 2. Now it is in the form of this formula. It is 1 by 2 log of x square plus 1 from 2 to 3. 1 by 2 log 3 square plus 1 minus log 2 square plus 1. 3 square is 9, 9 plus 1 10. Log of 10 minus log 5. That is 1 by 2 log 10 by 5. That is nothing but 1 by 2 log 2. As I told you, if it is a theory, you can stop it here, or in the CET you can write like this, 2 raised to half. It is log of root 2. If you stop it here also, you will get the full marks. Next, 14th is the homework. Integration from 0 to 1 2x plus 3 upon 5x square plus 1 into dx. Here this is also homework. See, one question I solved and one I gave you as a homework alternatively. This all homework questions I will solve in the next class.